Hello, everybody. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. We have an update with the Clayton Echard paternity scandal. The kids that never were. Well, thanks to our good friend Schnitzel Ninja on YouTube, we have got, I think, 8, maybe 9 new audio clips of phone calls Laura Owens made to 911, ostensibly to get Clayton and these other men arrested, right? Because when you call the police on someone who's violating a restraining order, it's because you want them to pay the price for that violation, right? So these attempts never led to any arrests being made. The only arrest that may be made may be Laura Owens herself. The police officers, if they do end up arresting her for whatever charges may be brought up from the Maricopa County prosecutors, the police officers may say, hey, we recognize your name. We hear it. You sound very familiar. And why would that be? Because she's called ad nauseum to the Scottsdale Police Department. Will they put an end to this madness is yet to be seen. Now, here's the June 11th call. We shared this in a video, I believe yesterday or the day before. Now we've got 8 new calls. So let's just get to them. By the way, I did dribble some tea your way in today's Patreon, patreon.com/Dave Neal. There was a lady that was accused of being a part of the Bachelor Clayton scandal. As of right now, our sources have updated us as to the whereabouts of said lady and whether or not she is involved. So if you want that information, that was on today's Patreon, patreon.com/Dave Neal. I will have other updates on the Afternoon Rush Hour podcast with regards to just the bizarre ins and outs of this story. So stay tuned for those. All right, let's get into it. Here's the September 22nd call to Scottsdale Police. Then we'll have September 27th, October 7th, October 8th, October 9th, October 19th, October 26th, and November 1st. During this whole time, there's no way she could have thought these calls would have ever been exposed. Have a listen.
Scottsdale Police, this is Tracy.
Hi, my name is Laura Owens. I am out of town right now. I'm out of Arizona, but I'm trying to get an emergency injunction against harassment against my ex, who is celebrity and is very publicly posting for people to look at my cases, our current case, and look up my case against I have 2 other restraining orders against the same man. And I am just desperately trying to stop it, to stop him from continuing to post because it's getting picked up by like People Magazine and Us Weekly. Okay. I'm not in town. I don't know what to do.
She's upset that it's getting picked up by People's Magazine and Us Weekly, even after she tried to get dozens of smut magazines to run with her story.
Did you already do an order of protection through AZ Point?
I did, yes.
Okay. And was it served? Are you reporting like violations of it?
No, all I did was I filled out the form, and then I've been trying to call the courts to see if I could, do like a telephonic appearance, but I just can't get in touch with anybody at the courts. And since it's like an emergency because he's actively posting this, that's why I thought I would call you guys to figure out what to do.
I can have an officer contact you. What's your address here in Scottsdale?
It's an emergency because he's actively posting to his Instagram. This on September 22nd, 2023.
My address in Scottsdale is...
So she shares her address. Let's look up. This was days after the Sun article. Let's look up the Sun article.
In Scottsdale.
Okay. And what's the phone number that an officer, please say, can call you back on?
So her article in the Sun came out September 18th. This is just 4 days later. He's starting to respond, saying, hey, there's an ex that's had the same allegations. She's frantic. You have to remember, at this point, Laura thought her identity would have been kept anonymous. At this point, she did not expect the internet to tie together. She thought she was just going to torment this guy. How funny. This is like one of the greatest just violations of...
What's your ex's name?
His name is Clayton, C-L-A-Y.
And what she should say is, he's not an ex, I just blew him twice.
C-O-N. And his last name is Echard, E-C-H-A-R-D.
Okay. Echard?
Yeah.
Yeah, from
exactly.
The Bachelor. He's a celebrity.
Exactly. And I have tried to resolve this with him, and he won't take this post down, and he's trying to get like his hundreds of thousands of followers to like troll me and everything. So.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. I will let the officer please say no. They'll be contacting you over the phone to start the report since you're out of state. So if you can answer all calls until you hear from them, including blocked or restricted.
Okay, and are they able to do the order of protection then, or?
Well, the order of protection is issued by the court. So until the order is issued by the court, we can't service anything, and he would have to be...
So the court at this time had not issued the order of protection. She tries to circumvent the court to go straight to the police. That ain't how the system works, toots.
In Scottsdale for us to serve it. If he lives in a different city, then he would get served by the local police department there.
Okay, he is in Scottsdale. So should I contact the court then to see if I can do like a telephonic? Do you know?
Okay, I need to answer 911. I'll be right back.
All right. So she says, I need to answer a 911. I'll be right back. And then I guess she hangs up on her. Now, whether or not she called back, I have no idea. Just about every one of these phone calls ends with them saying, hey, we'll call you back. And then I have no idea whether or not they called back. This is 1 week after that.
Please.
Hi, I was wondering if I could report a violation of an order of protection. It's not an emergency.
Okay. So she gets the order of protection against him, or maybe she already had it. And then here we have he violated it.
At what location?
It's actually been an online...
Sorry, this is Greg Gillespie order. This is a Greg Gillespie violation.
Like an online harassment thing.
And what's your address here in Scottsdale?
Redacted address. Basically saying I live in the back of my parents' house. I don't pay rent.
And I had talked to Officer, is it Vince Johnson? I think I have the right name. I've been talking to him before. And wondered if I could possibly talk to him.
Okay.
So she wants the same officer. And again, some of these voicemails we've already heard, some are new. She wants the same officer. Why? Because she's probably already gotten away with her story with him.
The other person's name with the order of protection.
Yeah, it's Greg Gillespie.
So the question is, why is she calling this on Greg Gillespie at this time? Is it because he's contacted Clayton and they're teaming up and sharing information? And by the way, that's all 100% legal.
And can you spell that last name for me?
Oh, yeah. Gillespie.
By the way, the Patreon comment section just thrives in these moments. Alex says, OMG, she's so crazy. Shannon says, bloweth for prison. Alex says, what an abuser of 911. And Lou says, she always sounds like she's ordering a pizza. Hi, I'd like a pepperoni injunction, please. I'd like to...
Okay, and what's his date of birth?
Man, I have to double check that.
Laura, how do you not have his date of birth ready? You're ready to call the police on the guy? At least have his vitals ready. Okay, date of birth.
Let me see if I can get what it is.
Come on, you're wasting valuable time.
Would that be on, I guess it would be on the order, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
1 second, and I know where I have it saved.
She has to crack open the database of birthdays of exes. I didn't get a birthday card from her this year. Not an ex, though. Come on. All right. We're done waiting for you. Laura, do you have his birth date? Hello? Are you there? Did you fall asleep?
Okay.
There it is. I thought my microphone broke.
Okay, and what's your last name?
Owens.
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 Okay, first name?
Daughter of Ron.
R-A. Okay, and what's your date of birth?
I think actually
Okay, and what's a good callback number for you?
All right, she shares the same number she used to make the Chase J. Jones YouTube channel. Whoops. Yikes.
Okay, I'm going to put this call in and have an officer give you a call. And then you said you wanted me to transfer you to an officer as well?
And we'd like 2 sausage mushroom.
Well, just if you could see if it could be Officer Johnson that could call me, because he had helped me with something with Greg last Saturday.
All right, I'll let him know.
So she says he helped her with something with Greg last Saturday. Didn't he help her, though, with the Clayton thing? No. Yes, they're tied together. All right, that was September 27th. Let's move it along to October 7th. You know, she doesn't want to overburden them. She just likes to do, phone calls every 10 days or so.
Scottsdale Police, this is Alice. How can I help you?
Hi, Alice. Can I please report a violation of a protective order?
Is the person on premise right now?
No.
Okay.
See, this is where I feel so bad. You have the operator, Alice, who seems very concerned. Is the person on the premise right now? Ready to help out an actual victim.
So what's the location?
I'm at...
But of course it's not in person. All right, she's sharing her address.
And is that a house or an apartment?
It's a casita.
It's a house.
Okay. And then how was the order violated?
So it was violated online.
Clayton Echard had a dream about me, and I think that dream violated
the person's not supposed to try and find my location, and they reached out to somebody I'd been dating and definitely tried to do that and posted a lot of false information about me.
What was false?
Online.
Okay.
Why does it sound like they're listening to Russian techno music in the background? Bam, bam, bam.
And who's the person that you have the violation against?
Which one? And at this point, Mike Maricini hasn't entered or re-entered.
His name is Greg Gillespie. Gillespie.
Gille.
Right, let's fast forward.
How do you spell your last name?
Oweens.
Okay, what's your phone number?
Redacted.
To go to your location.
He can just call me.
Okay.
So she doesn't want him to visit her in person, just a phone call.
And do you want an officer to call you, or do you want him to go to your location?
He can just call me.
Okay.
If I'm that officer, I'm going to her location. Like, what are you doing?
Okay, I will put that in. You'll have an officer reach out to you. Now, if he does show up, if Greg does show up to your location, please call 911.
Okay, I will. I will do that. Thank you so much.
Bye. All the best. Now, of course, they wouldn't show up to her location because they are not of any threat whatsoever. But she calls back the next day.
Please, this is Raleigh.
Hi, I'm calling for 2 things. One,
I'd like to speak to Officer Johnson, please.
Wanted to see if a restraining order or order of protection had been served yet.
Okay, what was the address that it would have been served at?
Redacted. This one's for Clayton. Oh, this one's for Greg still. Boy, she really doesn't like this Greg guy.
Was there a unit number?
Aren't these boring?
I'm not showing that we have anything holding or pending with that address.
Nothing pending.
Oh, okay. So does that mean it just maybe didn't make it to you guys because it was just granted on Friday?
Yeah, it probably just hasn't gotten through the system to us yet.
Oh, you know that feeling when you're so impatient waiting for your restraining orders to be granted.
Okay, and then my other question was I actually have an order of protection against one other guy and...
Technically, 2 other guys, and at this point, she's trying to get a third one on me. Denied in court.
He's violated the order, and I called yesterday and they were going to call me back to take a report, but I haven't heard back yet.
What was the phone number they were supposed to call you at?
All right.
Second here.
They're busy doing anything else but calling you. These officers have something in common with Clayton, Greg, and Mike. They don't want to return your phone calls.
To call you, they left a voicemail, but there was no answer. So I can put a call for service back in and have an officer attempt to call you again.
Oh, they left a voicemail and she didn't answer. She must have been busy with work.
Okay, that would be great. Thank you so much.
Okay. Is this still a good number to reach you at, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Just keep your phone on you. It does show up as a blocked or restricted number sometimes when the officers call, so just make sure you answer any phone calls you receive and so you hear from us. Okay?
Okay, perfect.
Bye.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. 4 more seconds. Bye. All right, so I was told skip to November, but I'm going to play these. I'm just going to make sure I play these two, or these three, just so we have them. But I hear the November one's really good, so stick around.
Scottsdale Police.
Hi, I have two questions. I was wondering if an order of protection was served, is my first question.
What's the address?
You know what's interesting is she always tries to cosplay like she's in distress, but then by the end of the phone call, she's back to normal. She shares the address.
Just 1 sec.
All right, they're looking it up.
History at this address. Do you know their last name by any chance?
Yeah, it's
Sir.
Echard, ECH.
Of course she knows his last name.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so the courts most likely haven't sent it to us because I'm not seeing anything here in our system.
Okay.
Wait, October 9th, did we already cover it? Did she call 3 days in a row? 7th, 8th, 9th. She called 3 days in a row.
Couldn't give you a great answer for that.
Yeah, hold on.
Couldn't give you
Let's see.
because I'm not seeing it.
Let's see what he says.
And you said it was issued on Friday?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so
So
the
let's
courts
see.
most likely haven't sent it to us because I'm not seeing anything here in our system.
Oh, okay. How long does it typically take to get them?
I'm not
To you
quite
guys?
sure. I couldn't give you a
All right,
great
so
answer
it
for
was
that.
issued on Friday, October 6th. She's called Saturday, October 7th, Sunday, October 8th, and now Monday, October 9th. Yikes! Give him a hot minute.
Okay, and then the other thing is I'm waiting for a call back. I called a couple days ago for I wanted to file a report against an ex that I have an order of protection against, and I just haven't heard back yet. And I wondered if I could just request a call back.
Is this for Laura?
Yes.
Still
Okay, so it does
more.
look here like officers attempted to reach you and they couldn't get an answer. But I'll go ahead and reopen the call and have them contact you.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you. I didn't see a message or anything.
Okay, I'll go ahead and reopen this for
Okay. Okay, thank you so much.
you. Yeah, have a great one.
Bye.
You too.
Thanks, bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right, so that's that. 2 more voicemails. By the way, that's when I was in the Maldives. Oh, no, 3 more. October 19th.
Scottsdale, please.
Hi, I was wondering if I could just report a violation of an order of protection.
Oh,
Okay. And what's the address that this occurred?
right, redacted.
It's actually an online issue. That's like what the order of protection is for. But do you want my address?
Yeah,
or?
your address in Scottsdale.
Okay, perfect. And the zip is. Mine is Laura Owens.
Okay. And your date of birth? Okay. And what's the other person's full name?
Clayton Echard.
Thank you so much.
All right. You're welcome.
Okay, what was...
All right. I'll have an officer give you a call back. Just keep an eye out for any blocked or restricted numbers today.
All right, boring.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, goodbye. Okay, last 2.
Scottsdale, please. How can I help you?
Hi, I was wondering if it's possible to file a complaint in regard to cyberbullying.
Oh, boy.
We can have an officer give you a call. What's your address?
My address is...
People are mean to me online.
Your family?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. And are you the one being bullied, or the person in your family?
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine creating fake evidence to pretend that these guys are trapped with you, and then you have the gall to claim being cyberbullied.
Do you know this person?
I'm not honestly sure. They created an entire subreddit with my name just dedicated to, like, harassing me.
I'm sorry. So somebody created a subreddit? Is that what you're...
Yeah, with my name as the title of the group, and it's just all dedicated to harassing me. And I'm in a paternity scandal right now with the guy who was the Bachelor, and
so she calls it a paternity scandal, which is what we were calling it. But of course, nobody who's in a paternity case would call it a scandal, of themselves, right?
Gotten a lot of media attention, and so a lot of people have already joined.
When you say you're being harassed, is it with just the subreddit, or people calling you or coming by your house?
Like with the subreddit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said that you know the person that created the subreddit?
I'm honestly not sure. I have my theories. I had to get an order of protection against this guy yesterday, and I think he may be the one who created it.
Which is not true.
But he's probably the one who did.
Probably.
Okay.
Kill him.
What's your name?
My name is Laura, Laura.
Daughter of Jan Black.
Owens.
Daughter of Ron
And
Owens.
your phone number?
Famous radio personality. Don't you know who I am? I have a short-lived podcast with Mike Maricini. All right, there it is. And then our final one, November 1st, 2023. That's my half birthday.
Scottsdale Police, this is Tracy.
Hi, my name is Laura Owens, and I'm calling because I'm being really stalked and harassed by somebody on Reddit who also may have broken into my rental home.
Broken into her home, stalked and harassed.
What's the address?
My address.
All right.
Okay, is that the address for the home that you live in, or the rental home?
That's the address for the home I live in. The rental home is...
Okay. All right. That one's in Phoenix, so we'll do this one. Do you know the name of the person?
I know their username, but I don't know the name of the person. I'm suspicious that it's one of two people who I have protective orders against.
Okay. What's your name?
My name is Laura, Laura. Owens, Owens.
What's the phone number for you? Have the orders been served?
Yes, they have.
And how are they stalking you? Like, what are they doing?
So this person has been obsessively posting about me on Reddit. I'm involved in a paternity scandal with a guy who was formerly the Bachelor. But I think it either is that guy or it's this other guy who has become friends with him, who I dated briefly and have the order against. They're
dated briefly, banged a couple times over the weekend.
They've looked up absolutely everything about me, and they seem to have they know about my rental house. I got an alert at my rental house that somebody had opened the back door, and that was last week, and I didn't know quite what happened. And then this person wrote today about like a description of going in the back door, basically, and knowing all about the house. They also have been stalking me on social media, and I've tried to remain anonymous throughout this whole process, and they just keep repeatedly saying my full name.
Tried to remain anonymous. How convenient.
And they're just literally out to ruin me. I mean, it's obsessive. Like hundreds of posts about me.
Okay, I'll put in a call and have an officer give you a call back. Did you report the break-in to Phoenix PD?
No, because I couldn't find, like, there wasn't anything that looked like it was damaged or anything. It was just that I got the alert that somebody had, opened the door.
Okay. All right. I'll have somebody give you a call back, okay?
Okay, yeah, and the last thing they put, 5 minutes ago is she just needs to go away. I mean, and I'm not commenting on any of these things. It's just that, they're just obsessed. So, yeah, I would appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Uh-huh. Bye.
Okay, bye.
This poor dispatcher is trying to get off the phone, and she's giving a play-by-play of all the mean comments people are making. This is a prime example of can't take the heat, get out the kitchen, right? She started this mess, started this fire, couldn't put it out, thought she could remain anonymous. Now here we are as evidence slowly trickles in. It takes a while for a lot of this stuff to float to the surface. But, with regards to the documentary, and by the way, you know what? I'll save that for the afternoon podcast. I'll give you, because I got to go. I'll give you guys a couple thoughts on what's going on with the documentary on the afternoon podcast. It couldn't be better right now for everyone but Laura Owens, right? It couldn't be better for the truth, for all the victims, for those of us that have fought to get this story out. We could not be in a better position as we begin to hire legal representation to oversee the contracts. More on that on the Rush Hour podcast coming to you next.